Packy, you're on mute.
Dumbfounded, more like it.
My name is Luke Eustace. I am the director of the Iowa City Area Sports Commission. For several years now, the Iowa City Area Convention and Visitors Bureau has awarded 10 of the best and brightest in our community with a Bravo Award. These awards are nominated and voted on by our staff at Think Iowa City and have always been a special part of our annual luncheon. The pandemic hasn't allowed us, as a lot of people know, hasn't allowed us to have an annual luncheon in person. However, virtual meetings have allowed us to keep these awards a little better secret until they are awarded. Our Bravo Awards acknowledge individuals who are making our entire community a better place to live, work, and visit. They inspire the rest of us to work harder and notably contribute to the reason we love our community. These leaders add an intangible quality to our area that makes it unlike any other place that I've ever lived, or I would like to say any other place in the world. They give us confidence in our people and pride in our workplace, homes, and places we frequent. Thanks to a generous sponsorship from Midwest One Bank, each Bravo Award recipient is awarded $250 to direct to a nonprofit of their choice. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Mayor of North Liberty, Chris Hoffman, to learn more about our newest award winner.
Thank you, Luke. When I got this invitation, Packy, to award this to you, I remember meeting you and Anna. I don't know if you remember that or not, at 30 Hop, probably shortly after they had opened. You two were the most conversational and greatest people to wait in probably, I think, was an hour line at that point in time to get into 30 Hop. So to have the honor of doing this today was pretty cool. So I'm very happy and honored to do so. A dedicated teacher and mentor, Packy Moran, seeks to help students discover the role they want sport to play in their daily lives. This philosophy has shaped by a lifetime career across the sport and recreation spectrum himself. And at every stop along the way, he has impacted the lives of countless others in a tremendously positive way. Packy has held jobs at amusement parks, party supply rental companies, and traveled the state of Ohio with the Science of Sport hands-on museum experience. He covered Major League Soccer for the Columbus Crew. He spent time on sports talk radio at George Washington University, managed an arena, golf course, and pub in Dayton, oversaw communications of the Columbus Stars UHL hockey team. He's consulted with teams from the NFL, NHL, Major League Baseball, PGA Tour, and almost every minor league level. Packy joined the U of I in August of 2014 and quickly became engaged in a local sports landscape as a fan, participant, and advocate. Not even a month after his arrival in Coralville, which is probably when I met him, he was donning a bright pink t-shirt to volunteer for FRYFest. He's worked with local organizing committee to bring USA Curling National Championships to the region. The inaugural pickleball tournament called Mask Madness, held in March of 2021 in GreenState Family Fieldhouse, was coordinated with a great deal of help and insight from his passion for the sport. If there was a wish list project for him, bringing professional soccer to the region would surely be on it. When he isn't in the stands himself, you might find him working at events at Xtream Arena or volunteering for one of the many events hosted by Coralville Parks and Recreation. You've likely seen his work if you've watched any local high school football, basketball, or Iowa Heartlanders hockey, as he keeps data and stats to help MC22 broadcasters tell a compelling story for viewers. Through it all, he's still working to figure out what role sports plays in his own life, from student of the industry to participant and fan. Most importantly, he is passionate about the ways sport and recreation opportunities build community and strengthen bonds to one another, and this place he now calls home. Back to you, Luke.
Packy, we have a really nice glass award that Nick Pfeiffer has for you, and we will figure out a way to get that to you. And then Nick Kading in our office will be in touch to figure out where you want to direct that $250 donation that Midwest One has graciously allowed us to do. Again, we appreciate everything that you do in our community. From a personal standpoint, I want to thank you probably more than anything, because that's sports is my job. It's my life right now. For everything you do to lead the next generation of event owners, event planners, volunteers, and then really everything in between those that make events in the sports world run. Sports play a huge role in our community, as you know, and most of the people on this Zoom know, that the impact it has on our community is immense. And not only that, but the impact that you're having across the state and even across the nation in the sports world. You and your colleagues are really having. Curling in the Cedar Rapids area is one example of not just in Iowa City, but in our state. You're bringing people to the Super Bowl for a field experience. I mean, those experiences, you can't put a value on them. Kylie Walker, who luckily has a school obligation, which we all know is very important with her, but she's a protege and somebody that we've been able to experience in our office, and we're excited to have her join our team. But her and I talk a lot, and we are both very fortunate to be able to have learned from you and benefit from the students that you are teaching and mentoring in the events world, and everything that you've done and continue to do. Donnybrook, I mean, working with MC22 and making our Donnybrook tournament just that much better. I don't know what to say. We are super excited to grow our partnership with you and UISRM. And, I just hope that we can have the amount of impact at the Sports Commission that you and your colleagues have had on students through all these years going forward. So thank you for everything you do on a personal level. And I'll turn it over to you and let you say a few words if you want to.
Well, thank you, Luke. I'm only slightly disappointed that this wasn't what I thought it was, which is a meeting to talk about those opportunities. But I'm also extremely glad that it wasn't an intervention, because when I got on and there were too many people in the room and I realized it was for me, I was a little nervous about that. But no, thank you very much to Luke and to the Think Iowa City and to the entire committee. This will finally balance our mantle, right? So I'm now that I'm married to a Bravo Award winner, it's nice to to be one myself. Thank you to everyone for taking time out of your day to hop on this Zoom. It really is wonderful to see you guys. Funny story, I just got a text from India Silver at MediaCom 22 that they finally found a person to do stats Saturday night, so that I can go to Cincinnati and watch the Super Bowl with my brother and my sister, because I'm a lifelong suffering Cincinnati Bengals fan. And so it's funny how you put out roots, right? And you find opportunities that you really like, especially in sport. And it does endear you to the community. I mean, I feel so much closer to Coralville and Iowa City through those opportunities and through the things that Luke, you and your group have brought to the city, have been to the area, have been just a huge credit. So, I really appreciate that, and thank you all for that. And only forward from here, right? Let's it's been manifested now into the universe that we want some form of professional soccer in the south part of the corridor. So, now Anna, last thing, Anna always jokes that she's the only person on earth that prays that her spouse never wins the lottery, because she knows that I would waste all of that money in minor league sports, especially soccer. So thank you guys very, very much. I really appreciate it.
You can open the floor if there's anybody else that wants to sing their praises for Packy, or not sing. I shouldn't say that. I don't want anybody to sing. How about they can speak their praises.
Well, I'll speak my praise in that I was the one that hired Packy and Anna, and I couldn't have done a better job. And that's so proud of both of them.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
I'll take a shot with a cold but warm greeting from Athens, Ohio, where Annie and I are hanging out. But Packy, we got wind of this award, and a special invite to attend, but proud of you and all the work you're doing out there with Anna. And this is hard for me to do as a Browns fan, but go Bengals.
Who are the Browns?
The Bengals would have been 10-5 in the regular season if it weren't for the Cleveland Browns, right?
Well, I'm a Joey Burrow fan, and so is the city of Athens. So this, if you weren't going to Cincinnati to watch the Super Bowl, Athens wouldn't be a bad place to hang out.
Very true. But that's always true.
Packy, I'll try to follow Jim. Just wanted to log on and say congratulations on a well-deserved award. It's an honor to try and follow in your footsteps here in Athens, representing the Copperheads, right? The 2022 season, but you're a great friend, a great colleague, and no one deserves this award more than you. So it's an honor. Thanks, Anna, for the invite. We're just so happy to celebrate you, Pac-Man. And go Bengals.
Hey, Packy, it's Mia. I'll take a shot after Annie. You are such an inclusive person, and everything that you do with the people you do it with, you bring everyone up, you elevate all of us. And it's an honor to know you as a colleague and as a friend. And every time we work together and we collaborate, you just say yes, and you're a dreamer and you make things happen. So keep dreaming big, and yeah, go Bengals. So
Thanks.
Way to go, Pack. Yeah.
Packy, if I can add just a brief one, as an ex-Athenian, but still a Who Dey fan, to say that I can't think of anyone outside of this person you live with who deserves this award more.
She's already got one, Doc.
Yeah. I'm just trying to cover ground for you. I want to keep you safe. but to say congratulations, you did so much for us in Athens, and now moving into that same role in the Iowa City and the surrounding communities. Very pleased and very proud of you. Thank you again for continuing what you do for sport.
Thanks. Luke, you would have been proud. We had this idea too late to get it done when we left Ohio, but we wanted to move a wrestling duel for Joel Greenlee and the Bobcats into the black box theater that they had, sort of like what Missouri had done. And when they looked at the plans, they realized that there was too much asbestos in the theater to do the rigging that they would have needed to do to light the place appropriately. So life in higher ed, which I'm sure you only miss a little bit.
Yeah, I don't miss it a lot. I'll be honest with you. I really do enjoy what I'm doing right now. But yeah, I mean, Packy, on behalf of our staff and our board, thank you for everything. Congratulations. This award, probably long overdue, but we couldn't give you it right after Anna got one. We had to make you wait a little while. So I'm glad you both are very deserving of this award. And again, speaks volumes to all the people that have already talked. But again, we're very fortunate to have you in our community and continue to do what you do and make my life better, make my events better, the events we own and we try to operate, and the events we bring into town. So thank you for everything, and looking forward to a larger partnership with you and Anna and the entire UISRM program for sure.
Before we wrap up, I do need to put it on tape how proud I am to be a team member, always on your team. And it's pretty exciting that we get to do it in a place like this. So that was the dream. Let's keep living it. It's awesome. Thank you.
And not in South Dakota, right?
I wasn't going to name any names, but
I forgot we were recording. Well, typical. This is the extent of my public life anyways. Political career is shot already, probably for the better.
Awesome. Well, Mayor Hoffman, we appreciate it. Packy, you got to have something else to say, don't you? One last thing.
No. Thank you guys so very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody. Packy, congratulations. And we will be in touch shortly to actually have a meeting where we can talk about the brick and mortar of what we're trying to do here.
Sounds great. Thanks, Liz.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Who Dey?
Okay,